Hi, and welcome back to another car conversation, you guys. Happy Friday. Hope you all had a wonderful week. My week, as always, is always long and busy, but very much so I'm getting things done. So I will take that, okay? But it's the weekend, and I don't know what time your quitting time is, but whatever that time is, honey, when you call it quits for the day, go out there and have an awesome weekend. So today's topic of conversation, I'm asking a question, and the question simply is this: if you fail, can you go on? I need you to really think about that. If you fail, can you go on? Because let me tell you a little secret. The answer is yes. You can go on, but you're going to need to do a few things. So number one, you are going to need to be persistent. Okay, so your relationship didn't fail, and when I say relationship, that includes marriages and or boyfriend girlfriend dating relationships. It didn't work out, it failed. But if you were persistent enough in fixing whatever it was, the whatever part you played in that relationship not working, I promise you, you will find somebody else and you will have a healthy relationship. Number two, be open to taking advice from other people. Now, even as I say that, I need you to be very, very cautious about who you take advice from. The worst thing that you can do, and I mean the absolute worst thing that you can do, is take advice from a broken person. A broken person can't offer me anything. And I'm not saying they don't have the knowledge and the past history and all that kind of stuff. I'm not saying that, because I'm pretty sure they do. But I don't want advice from a broken person. See, because whatever broke them, it's continuing to keep breaking them, because they haven't been able to move on. So ladies and gentlemen, when you're out there talking to your friends and you complaining because your significant other did something or said something, and you have that one friend like, girl, if I was you, I'd get rid of him. Or that one guy friend talking about, man, there's too many women out here, you need to kick her to the curb. Those are the ones you don't want to listen to, because they're bitter and they're hurting, and something that happened in their lives and they haven't been able to get over with. So I would just suggest that you be very careful about who you take advice from. Now, here's the thing. I can hear you, but that doesn't mean I'm going to necessarily use the advice that you give me. See, because I'm not a rude person. So I'll listen. Doesn't hurt to listen. But just be careful. I should say, well, two things: be careful of who you take advice from, but also be careful about the advice that you actually use. Okay. Number three, remove all distractions. That's social media, that's TV, that's email, etc. You may need to just disconnect. Okay, so when you've fallen down, sometimes you've got to disconnect from all of that stuff, because there's too much stuff coming in one ear going out the other, too much stuff that you're taking in, and be it verbally or visually. And sometimes you need to disconnect to just really get your life together, because you're taking in too much stuff, and all it's done is just helping to add fuel to the fire of whatever's going on in your life. So it's all right to disconnect. I've had to do it a couple of times. It's not that it was anything that somebody had done to me, it's just that I needed to disconnect from my own self. Okay. And then number four, take responsibility for the part that you play. I talked about that on Monday. No matter what happens in your life, you have to take responsibility for the part that you play. And you might say, but I didn't do anything. No, stop. You did do something. And if I had time to sit down with you and really unpackage that whole thing, I promise you the truth would come out. And it doesn't mean that you did anything bad. It could be that you allowed this person to mistreat you. You allowed this person to be rude to you, to treat you like crap. You allowed it. And then one day you had it up to here and you decided to just cut them off. But you don't take accountability for the fact that you've allowed that person to treat you that way for the last 3, 4, 5 years. But you want to point the finger at them. Always remember, when you're pointing your index finger at other people, you got these three right here that are pointing back towards you, because you played a part. You didn't have to stay there that long, hoping that they would get their life together. I'm just saying. And then number five, you have to believe in yourself. Let me tell you something. If nobody else believes in me, I believe in me. And that's why I always tell you guys at the end of my videos, if nobody else believes in you, I believe in you. because I believe that we can all achieve our goals and our dreams if we are persistent and we work hard to make them happen. Now, here's the thing. I know someone has said to me one time, Michelle, why are you encouraging them? You know full well that that is not going to happen. And you know what I said? I said, you know what? You're right. It may not happen, but I'm never going to discourage anybody. I say go for it. Because if it doesn't happen, it's all right. At least you tried. But guess what? God can say, you know what? I'm going to bless this person. And I'm going to show all the people around them that tried to talk them out of it or told them that it would never happen. I'm going to show them. So I never try to discourage people. Now, I may, if asked, only if asked, I may add my 2 cents and say, well, you know, that's a great idea, but have you thought about doing ABC instead of XYZ or vice versa? Because you might have a better result. You can even phrase it that way. But I need you all to believe in yourself no matter what. And that's another reason why a lot of times when I'm working on things, I don't always share stuff with everybody. I'm going to let you see it when it happens. Because too often people will say, well, girl, you know, I tried that, honey, and it didn't work for me. Okay, well, it didn't work for you, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to work for me. So instead of going through all of that, some things I just keep to myself. But I also have a small group of people that I can, and that group is so small, that I can share my stuff with that I know will encourage me. And if it seems like it's too far-fetched, they will say, well, Michelle, you know, that's kind of out there. You might want to reel that in just a little bit. Start small. Why don't you focus on this? And then once you've achieved this, now you move on to this, and so forth and so on. That's the kind of people you need in your inner circle. Let me do a quick recap, and I promise I'll let you be. So today I asked the question, if you fail, can you go on? And the answer is absolutely yes. It may not feel good, but you can go on. But you're going to need to do a couple of things. Number one, you're going to have to be persistent. Number two, you're going to have to be open to taking advice from other people. But again, be careful of the advice that you get and actually use, and also be careful of who you're getting it from. Number three, remove all distractions. Social media, TV, email, you name it. If it's a distraction, get rid of it, because you need to stay focused. Number four, take responsibility for the part that you play. Stop always going on about what somebody else did and look at the part that you played, because I promise you, you played a part. And last but not least, I said you have to believe in yourself. You need to believe in you even when nobody else believes in you, okay? Because I know I do. It doesn't matter if everybody on my street didn't believe in me. I wouldn't even care, because I believe in me. That's all I have, you guys. Thank you so much for giving me just a little bit of your time. You know I love each and every one of you. Thank you for those of you that are new to my channel. I always get excited when I get a notification saying I have new subscribers. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for those of you that continue to support me in all that I do. I couldn't do what I do without you guys, and I truly, truly love you. As always, if there's a topic that you would like me to talk about, reach out to me, and let's see how we can make that happen, because I always like to look out for you all's best interest in that, because my goal is to give you content that will help you in some way, shape, or form. Because even if it doesn't help you when you listen to the video, maybe you need to reach for that video months down the line, or maybe even next year, and go, wow, I remember Michelle talked about that. So I do what I do because I want to make sure that you all live your best lives, and I always want to make sure that I'm motivating you guys, okay? So thank you very much. Until our next car conversation, take care.